beautiful. It looks great, but the execution is just 10 times harder than what I'm used to.
How about for toolage and stuff like that, though?
Yeah, no special tools or anything, just all hands. You might need a buddy to kind of hang on to some stuff and pull with you like you guys saw with us, but I think overall it was a really good look.
So you feel like it's a one-man job or it's a two-man job?
I think you might want to have a friend with you just in case. Even when you're cleaning and stuff, it's going to be handy. I mean, God forbid some of these pieces don't come apart while they're covered in poop. That's going to be a nightmare. So, you know, what do we need to do to make this process as easy as possible? Probably get you a buddy.
So can we get any pros?
It's beautiful. It looks great. It's super professional. It gives a sense of accomplishment to have spent, you know, $500, $600, $700 on your whelping box. It's a great look for sure, for pictures and stuff like that. I love the look, you know, but just overall efficiency, I've yet to see it in action against puppy poop.
So how would you think the cleaning?
I'm scared. I'm really scared. I've had it for several days now, and I was scared to set it up and put puppies in it because I didn't want to have to clean it before we did a video like this.
How about the weight? It seemed big, but
it's
is it heavy?
The whole thing probably weighs 40 to 50 pounds for the box. It's stout, it's awkward, it's big. I don't have a lot of nice things to say, honestly, besides the fact that it's beautiful.
So is it worth it at all to purchase?
I mean, if I could go back and do it again, I definitely would. I love the look. I can't wait to have my babies inside of this and take some pictures with the babies as that is the background. I think it's an extra professional look. It'll be super good. I'm just not positive how it's going to hold up against the poop.
Yeah, I mean, it all being PVC and plexiglass,
it should
you should
clean.
be able to just spray it.
Yeah,
spray it
no,
down
I mean, it seems,
direct.
you know, bleach it, wash it off with a water hose. It should be all right.
So from your expert opinion, the Easy Whelp box is most suited for who?
Oof. The bougie breeder who's trying to look like something that it's not. We want to show people that it's all beautiful and nice and clean and easy. But the reality of puppies is it's far from that. It's the exact opposite. I mean, put them in this beautiful, clean box and walk away for an hour and come back and tell me it's not a nightmare, you know. So if you want to be bougie and you want to look presentable and you want to look professional, it's a great look. I'm just not sure about the execution of keeping it clean.
So what would be a good alternative?
I mean, I think I'm going to continue to recommend the kiddie pool and the X-Pen just for overall efficiency, overall cost. It's hard to beat. It packs flat. It's easy to keep it sterile. When the puppies poop up the kiddie pool, you drag the whole kiddie pool out, bleach it, rinse it off, and you're back to sterile again.
So the kiddie pool and the X-Pen.
That's by far my favorite. I mean, we've bred in that for years and years now without any issues, and we've thought about upgrading several times, but you know, just the overall expense and just all of it, we were scared. I really wanted to let my animals make us some money that we could reinvest and put back into the projects before we made a big investment like that.
Now, let me ask you this about the just the integrity of the box itself.
For sure.
Like dealing with the mothers, like it does come with that railing on the inside, right?
Yeah, it comes with a pig rail, which is a great thing to keep your puppies safe. You don't have to worry about mama squishing them or anything. They've got new feet for the corners, so you don't have to worry about tucking towels in your corners or anything and a puppy getting stuck back there. Their new feet design really seems to take up a lot of that extra space that was in the corners that people were putting towels down. But yeah, I think overall the durability side, I feel like it would definitely last long term. I'm excited to put it through its paces and see what we can do. We'll come back in a year and try to give you guys another update video on how we like it and how it's held up.
Okay, so a special feature would be the pig rails.
Yeah, I think most of their boxes now actually come with their own pig rails.
I was gonna say, was that an extra?
No, that one comes with it. I think
Okay.
that's a pretty standard amongst all of their boxes, even the ones without windows and stuff. They all come with a pig rail like that.
I do like that. Like
Yeah.
the box seems tough enough. The fence and the kiddie pool, I noticed when I would come over there, if the mom wants out,
800%.
mom's coming up out of there.
Yes.
But this box isn't any higher, but it's stronger. It would actually keep her from like just pushing it
Yeah.
open.
And they have a taller one too if you're worried, let's say you're breeding German Shepherds or something like that and you'd like something a little taller, even just with your Frenchies, they have a taller box option that you can do. But something that I noticed with the X-Pen and the kiddie pool, when I get a taller X-Pen and I want to just lean over to grab a puppy out of the bottom of the X-Pen, I feel like the X-Pen wants to dig all in my ribs and stuff. So I went with a shorter one because, my shorter X-Pen and kiddie pool, it's been a fine combination. I haven't worried about mamas getting out or anything like that. So, I didn't want to opt for the tall one just for ease of access if I'm coming from, all sides trying to grab a puppy over the edge.
And I mean, you have had good experiences with your moms and everything thus far,
Yes.
But that kiddie pool and stuff, like if it was an unruly mom, was not cooperating, wanting out, like having something like this would.
Oh yeah, no,
800%.
800%. If you've got a mama that's super destructive, she wants to chew and stuff like that, I feel like the Easy Whelp is going to hold up 10 times better than a X-Pen and a kiddie pool would.
Yeah.
It's just built better. So if you've got an overly destructive mama, a bully mama, or even just a high-speed German Shepherd or something that loves to chew.
Yeah, there's lots of energy.
It could definitely be an option that, it might not mangle it on the first time like it would on an X-Pen with a kiddie pool.
So can you tell us about the light, the heating lamp?
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's a red light instead of just generally we've used a shop lamp with like a 40, 60 watt incandescent white light bulb inside of it, and it's worked great. But the heat lamp seems to have a red light instead of just the normal white like what we've been using, and it's supposed to really help the animals regulate their circadian rhythm. It's not as imposing as a white light. It's supposed to be easier for them to sleep under and stuff like that, and it emits the most heat. So with the Easy Whelp box, they don't even suggest using a heat pad. They just use the heat lamp, and it seems to put out plenty. And it's got a nice regulation to it. It keeps about a quarter to half of it warm, and then it still lets them have about a quarter to half that's not warm, so they're able to get away from the heat too, which is very important. That thermoregulation is key.
I'm gonna say having it hung up high like that, the way they've got that, what do you call it, that arm that hangs off of
The arm.
The arm.
Yeah.
Okay. I imagine that is actually kind of crucial. Like you get that lamp too close in there.
Oh yeah, or it falls off the cliff or something like that.
They jump on the wall.
Fire, for sure. It gets hot. We didn't have it plugged in 5, 6, 7 minutes, and it was already warm to the Dutch for sure.
But it's got a safety grate on it and all that kind of stuff. So that
just
even
in
if it
case
did fall or something,
Mama jumps up into it or something like that, we don't have to worry about her touching a hot light bulb.
Yeah.
So it's definitely got some perks to it. I love the heat lamp. I like the Easy Whelp box. I think it's a beautiful look. So,
What's the difference in price?
For what?
Between the Easy Whelp box and the kiddie pool?
The kiddie pool and the X-Pen, I mean, with your heat pad and your lamp, kiddie pool and X-Pen, $120. You're looking at 400% more if you wanted to do the Easy Whelp box for the look. And a lot of people, it instills buyer confidence when they see that you've gone and got the Ferrari of whelping boxes for your babies. They just automatically assume that you have to be doing the top notch of everything if you're going to do the top notch of your whelping box too.
That makes sense.
Your recommendations, you wouldn't recommend somebody with an apartment, would you?
I mean, it's really just situational, do you have the room and do you have the time that you can commit to, 6, 7, 8 weeks of every 15 to 30 minutes checking on your babies and making sure everything's good? There's just a lot time involved, I think, that's more important than the actual space. I've seen puppies whelped in the smallest of spaces ever, but as long as everything's clean, it doesn't necessarily matter how big the space is as long as it's clean. Cleanliness is key.
Any tips before we go, like for new breeders who this their first litter?
I'd struggle. Do the X-Pen and the whelping, or the kiddie pool and the whelping, or the X-Pen and the kiddie pool. Start with your X-Pen and your kiddie pool and work your way up to it. Once you've sold you a puppy and you've made you $2,000 or $3,000, $4,000 and you want to take, $600 or $700 and reinvest it back into an Easy Whelp box, I think it's a beautiful option. But to start with, I feel like everybody needs to see the struggle of the kiddie pool and the X-Pen. I think it's just necessary.